I gotta do a dream recall. I had the dream before 3:30 a.m. Eastern Time on the 28th of February. I dreamed that we were at war. Our continent here in North America. I don't know about South America, but North America was at war. But it wasn't an air war, and it was not a government war. It was like old style, clans against clans, on foot, no horses, specifically specifying no horses, on foot. People had to get to other factions or clans on foot. We had already been separated and gathered into our own communities of like minds, like interests, and like just the factions of us were already separated. I was part of the tribe, clan, or faction that was of artists and people who were peacemakers and peaceful. So nobody ever fucked with us. Nobody ever messed with us. And then one day, we had a gathering and we were told that somebody was coming to fuck with us. I don't remember a name per se, but it was basically like the greedy fucking sex whoremongering motherfuckers who realized that we were full of beautiful peoples that were so peaceful with men and women who lived in unity that they was going to come take the women and kill the men. And we weren't scared per se because we had already lived so much trauma in our life. We had found each other and gathered. So it was more of a momentum of, okay, let's just change our habits of how we live. So we chose who would go out and scan the territory for coming back to tell us who was coming, how many people were coming. And we chose who was going to go out and basically booby trap so that people couldn't get to us. And then we chose who would stay and be gathered all together in a school, an old school, so that we were close. I was one of the ones that would stay behind, as was Lily, and my other daughter, Amy, was with me as well. That brought in a bit of fear into me because I was me in my body and I had two daughters. And because I had an inkling of fear, a man who was a friend to me, completely respectful, came to me and said, I know we're just friends. We've always honored each other, but now I could be your man and really protect you, Amy and Lily Rose. He was very close to me as he was saying these things and in my bubble of my aura, my energy. And he wanted to kiss me to seal the deal. Because that's how marriage was sealed in our communities, was with a kiss. And I was saying no. I was saying I'd rather take my chances. I am promised. I know my dude is not here yet, but he will find me. And I am promised. I can't be with you to be more protected. And if you want to dishonor me by not being my friend anymore and kind of threatening me that I won't be as protected if I don't kiss you, like, that's just rude, dude. That's not how we roll here in this community. How dare you? And we were speaking openly, and he was feeling wounded as if he wasn't being, like, honored as a man. And I was like, but it's not about that. I love you unconditionally. We are friends. And it's you who's dishonoring me by me telling you and you knowing. And I said, I could kiss you. My man that will come for me would understand. I have the free will to do what I want. But if I kiss you, then I will see your future, and I'm not only betraying my own self and my honor, I'm betraying your future woman that is just not here yet. And you're not strong enough like me to believe that she's going to be here. And that's why, ultimately, I'm not wounding you and thinking that you're not a good enough man. I already know there's someone for you. And if we kiss to seal a certain deal just because we have fear and we don't have enough faith in the recon people and the booby trap guys and women, then we're betraying ourselves. And he was like, whoa. And he backed away, not feeling wounded anymore, and was like, wow, like basically, I'm so sorry I did this. And I was like, no, it's okay to feel what you felt, but let's move on. Let's get back to exactly where we were before. And this interaction was so clear that it just took like the time it took to describe, because basically it's like a running timeline of how I try to be in real life. The dream kept on going, and there was just many interactions of us in the school, living harmoniously, kind of a communal bathrooms that were like not like everybody's naked and doing their thing, but just how you can live community way and be discreet and have your own honor of your body without feeling imposed upon. Like, it was amazing. For the fact that we were at war and I was in a dream, and the serenity of it was beyond words. Like, whoa. At one point, somebody of the recon people came to us and said, you know, the booby traps are going well. And the thing about the booby traps is that it wasn't violent. It was more like, we're going to offend you so fucking bad and make you feel so fucking stupid that you're going to turn behind. You're going to turn away. You won't want to come and take our women because they are like different. And somehow they will fuck with your head that you will back away if you try to rape them. Just like the men are different, and they're not going to be like waiting with guns and arrows and fucking stuff. The booby traps were like comedic. They were like to turn people away, but not to kill them. So, for example, one of the booby traps that I can remember was, it was like digging a hole where people would fall into the hole, but it wouldn't be like, you know, something to stab them and kill them. They would fall into a hole full of shit. So they would be full of shit. And they would either have the choice to like keep coming towards us full of shit or to turn away. Yeah, I mean, not even joking. This is my dream time. So one of the recon people had come to say that somebody was hurt and died mysteriously, and not of violence. And what do we do with the body? Like, here's this person that was coming to hurt us. He died. He smells. What do we do with him? We've never had a death before. And we were kind of trying to decide, like, how do we honor a dead, smelly body when we don't really have that in our community anymore? We don't live this way. And then I woke up. Yep, that's my dream time. And then I woke up, and I had started feeling my lightness of being before I woke up from that dream. But when I woke up from that dream, it was like all of the seasick, all the fears that I've been processing of, okay, I know a lot of what's happening is smoke and mirrors, but yeah, you know, what's happening is happening as well. How do I surpass the fear, right? So the dream, especially of the booby trap, the recall of that one booby trap, and there was others, but I can't remember them. And if I do, I'll add it in the comments. But the dream of being in a community of people who war wants to come to them, and they figure out a way to turn it around without killing, feels yummy. Feels amazing. Anyways, babbled on long enough. I'm gonna leave